Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a game called 10 Days in the USA. 10 Days in the USA is a game published by the Op. This is a reprint. I'm not going to talk about the reprint, I'm just going to talk about this version. Designed by Alan R. Moon and Aaron Weiss Bloom. Plays 2 to 4 players, I believe. Ages 8 plus, 30 minutes. All that seems pretty accurate. Effectively what you're doing in this game is you are planning a 10-day trip through America. And you're going to be doing that by walking, riding in a car, or flying in a plane. That's it. Basically, if you've ever played the game Racco, that's kind of what this is. You're going to be taking cards, putting them in order. So like if I'm going to travel from California to Arizona, I can do that by walking because they're next to each other. If I want to go by car, they can be a state apart as long as the car's in the middle, all that kind of thing. And then if I have my 10 cards in the proper order, I can say that, 10 days, I show everybody, and if I'm correct, I win. Really simple game. Update your trays, get your cards in order. There you go. So if you want to see how that plays, click the link in the video description. You can go see me play through a few rounds. I mean, one round is sufficient on seeing how you play it. But if not, stick around here and we'll take a look at the components. All right, back with the shaky cam for components. And the components, there's not a lot, so it shouldn't take me too long. I like the size of the box. I really like this art too. This is an updated version, a reprint, which we'll talk about in the review, but that's a really nice art in a box. Box is not super big, so no issues there. The inside of the box comes with the card holders. This will sit in here like this, so that's pretty slick. So pretty nice insert. These are really thin plastic, but again, you're just sitting cards on them, so it's not a big deal. It tells you day 6 through 10, all that kind of thing. So no issues. I like all that. The map is kind of the part that I'm weirded out about because it's so big and unnecessary. Like all it is basically there is so you know that Washington is next to Idaho in case you are bad with geography like I am. And it gives you the colors, I guess, but the colors are also on the card, so I don't know. It seems a little bit over the top big, but I like it. It looks nice. Has like a feature of each of the states, which is pretty cool. So no issues there. The cards are small. They're like, Ticket to Ride size cards, which Alan Moon, so there you go. But, it says the state, got the little icon of the state, and it shows you, Block Island, like a little where this is, which is pretty cool. So, nothing bad. They're not letting them finish, but again, you're going to shuffle them, but then they're just going to sit on the rack, so not a big deal. The cards sit on the rack's pretty nice. Like these are the cards I had off the screen. That looks really good. I mean, they're easy to take out. They just sit in there. Not a big deal. Everything's very clear on what it is, what it does. I like all that. The rule book is crazy small. It's like how many pages is this? If I keep zooming in. It's 7 pages. And, there's examples. A player's turn. Really, this is the whole game right here. There's the turn. There's winning the game. How you get started, components, all that. So yeah, the components for this are pretty solid. I have no issues. I really like this box. The box is the best part in my opinion. And yeah, I enjoy it. So those are the components. Let's go up to the top, see what we think about the game. All right, so 10 Days in the USA is an interesting game. It's effectively Racco Plus. So you're trying to get cards and put them in order. There's a few specific rules, like if you're going to take an airplane, it's got to be the same color of the card that it's going to, or flying, all that kind of thing. If you want to go to Alaska or Hawaii, any color plane, but you got to go by plane. Some of the special travel, what are they called? Travel advisories. They, kind of spell out some special rules on the back of the rule book. So it's not just get a card and plan your trip. There's some specific little rules that are going to make it a little bit more difficult, but at its heart, you're drawing a card, you're putting the card to replace a card that you have or not, to try to make the best trip that you can and get from your destination to the other destination in 10 days. There you go. Simple game. It looks nice on the table. It's enjoyable. It's not the deepest game in the world. Probably not one that I'm going to keep coming back to over and over and over, but I think my youngest daughter might like this, so we may have to give it a try. And, you know, who knows? Maybe that will change my opinion of it. Because whenever I play games with her, I usually rate them higher because I have fun playing games with my daughter. But yeah, it's a fun game. I see why it's been reprinted a lot of times. I see why people like it. It's familiar. It's easy to teach. It's easy to play. And anybody can play it. So there you go. So that is 10 Days in the USA from the Op and designers Alan Moon and Aaron Weisblum. I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics. As always, keep gaming.